Alright, doing a little bit of an update video. The last video, it was sitting on a hill. Let's see if we can get a better picture. Okay, so this looks a little bit worse. Look, see this? It's not horrible, but you get a better idea of the angle. Because last time it was on a hill and it was turned. So now you can kind of get an idea. It does have a little pinch, but like I said, the Yukon I had before, the Denali, or the 2.5 inch, on it was almost touching. So I guess comparing apples to oranges there, but to me, since I saw that so much and it was okay for a year and a half, it made me feel better about it. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll have to change the control arms eventually. I did trim, I don't know if you can see it or not because the tires are straight, but like so up in here, this used to go straight across. So I probably took about another inch, half inch. I know you can't see it good. I'm not good at this stuff. This is just a cell phone video. But yeah, see how it kind of goes up in an angle more? It used to come straight across to here. See, there's like a little lip here that I didn't trim clean. It was rubbing here, but once I came up, I would say this is what, like probably 4 inches. And then you go across. It doesn't rub anymore. It doesn't hit this, as far as I know. I haven't heard it yet. Even with a truck full of people, that's when it used to rub the most, backing up. So that, you know, that's not rubbing now. On the front, right here, it was rubbing like crazy. And I don't know if I said it in the previous video or not, but you know, I think I was talking about, you know, trimming the crash bars and all this stuff. But this piece right here, God, I can't really get a good view. So this piece right here, see how I cut that? It comes down to about here and curves under. And it was rubbing really bad. I cut about a half inch off of that. It was rubbing really bad there. So after cutting the crash bars in half in the front, cutting the crash bars in half in the rear and removing them, and then trimming, I'm so bad at this, trimming that, and then trimming this a lot with 34s. These are 12 wides. So, you know, take the whole bottom of this off. You can kind of see, I know I'm horrible at filming, but I'm not a professional YouTuber or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of what it looks like, because I needed to know this ahead of time. It's not a big deal. You can just keep trimming it until you get it right. But just in case somebody doesn't want to keep hacking their truck up, they can at least see about how far I went and kind of gauge it that way. Because, you know, you don't want to just tear the fender liners out and cut all the insulation out and expose all your, like my fog lights, you know, the fog light wires are right there. So if you cut too much out of that, this thing already, you see my driveway, this thing already picks up rocks like crazy. So one good rock on the inside flinging into the back of that fog light, and you know, there you go, you got to replace the fog light. So but yeah, so far it doesn't rub. It's like I said, it's 2.5 in the front, it's stock on the back, has a perfect, to me it has a perfect stance. You know, I can still fit in my garage just fine. When we went to Florida these last couple months, we went twice to Florida, and the condo that we just stayed in about 2 weeks ago, the bottom of the condo, the bottom floor, was a parking garage, and it, you know, had little pipes and stuff hanging down that were pretty close. And you know, one side I didn't even try to park on because I knew it would be really close, but because there's a large like pipe that went through there, I'm sure it was for the sprinklers. So I didn't park there, but parking in a regular parking garage, it worked just fine. So that's kind of what I was going for. I didn't really want to go 4 inch, 5 inch, whatever, because I still wanted it to be practical. So I kind of just did the 2.5 just to try. I figured if it didn't work out that I would, you know, just go up a little bit more, or maybe I could just build off of the leveling kit, maybe do some spindles or whatever. That was my whole thing. I was like, well, let's do the cheap route first, see if it's practical, and then if I want to go bigger, or if I think I can go bigger, I can just, you know, piece something together. But I think for my application, it's probably it's probably the best setup that I could probably do without just going nuts with it. I kind of want something kind of simple anyway. But since the last video, since I probably won't make another one for a while, I did add this little roll-up cover. It's made by Tiger. I got it off of Amazon. I think it was like $200 shipped, like $203 shipped. I had the Ford trifold before that, the hard trifold, the $1,000 one that came with the truck pretty much. I didn't like it. It was too tall, and like this one is probably the same height, but it's got the tapered edges on it, so it's kind of smooth. It doesn't make it look as big. The other one probably was, you know, big flat round squared off thing here, and this one you can roll all the way up. I mean, it just pull this handle, you roll it, and it comes with the ribs attached. So as you roll it up, the ribs roll up in it, and you get your entire bed space. Whereas that trifold, you could probably stand it up against the glass, but then you're obstructing your glass, and you know, you may not get the full bed length. I don't remember if the Ford one actually folds up the third time or not. I think it might have. I'm not sure. I mean, it's been a while since I've had it, but as far as I remember, I think that it actually took up part of the bed. I want to say when it folded all the way up, it was still like right here. Now, I mean, you know, y'all can correct me if you want to, but I don't think it stood up against the glass. And if it did, it would be, you know, up here, and you wouldn't be able to see out of your back window. But you know, you got a backup camera on these trucks anyway, but it's still kind of annoying. So pretty much sold that, and when I sold that, it paid for the leveling kit and the alignment, and paid for the other topper. So, and I just use it to go to Florida and stuff. I mean, we just put our luggage in the back so that when my wife and daughter want to sleep or whatever, you know, they crawl in the back seat, because you can pretty much put a twin bed in the back of these damn things. I mean, you guys know if you have crew cabs. I mean, I'm 5'11", about 260 pounds, and that seat right there has one more notch to go back. This one I think is all the way back, and you see how much room there is in there. So having a bunch of luggage and stuff in here with, you know, my 17-year-old and my wife in the back seat, you know, they need to have that room. They want to sleep. Now, they're not sleeping in the floorboard, but still it makes it annoying if there's a bunch of luggage in the floorboard that, you know, gets in the way and all that crap or whatever. But anyways, that's it on that. I think I might do a video pretty soon of, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. I don't like the chrome, but I may do something with these. I may just plastic dip them, you know, may do that. I don't like the chrome, so I may do a video on that. And then, like I said, I don't like chrome, but look, I don't, you know, I'm on a budget. My wife doesn't really like me spending money on these things. Like, you know, she let me buy the new truck or whatever. So she's kind of, you know, to justify, you know, $1,300, $1,400 Morimoto headlights and stuff like that, she's not going to go for that, you know, because, I mean, you know, that's not really, she's not really into this kind of stuff. So I'm going to have to probably, you know, I'm going to probably go with like a stock looking headlight. I think they're like $400, and they're black housing. They kind of look like a sport headlight. That's kind of what I want. I don't really care about all the Morimoto LEDs and all the little bars that go around and around here, and I don't really care about that. I just don't like chrome. So probably buy the I can't remember what they're called, but they're on American trucks. They got the black housing headlights with I think it's got a smoked corner. I don't know if it's amber or if it's clear. I can't remember. Or if it's like a smoked amber. Can't really remember. But yeah, get rid of those. I'm gonna probably leave the fog lights as they are, because I mean, you know, I don't want to hurt my visibility with that, because they're actually really bright with the LEDs in there. Yeah, just something like that. Probably headlights, maybe the badge on the front, like the emblem, maybe do something with that. And then the tail lights, I'm thinking what I may do is just tint the tail lights at first, and then if you know I kind of like that, you can do the third brake light, and then maybe later on get the smoked tail lights, LED tail lights, and then you know, I don't know, a little bit here and there. I put MBRP side exit exhaust right here. I think I had a video about that, or maybe I said something in the last video. It was off a regular cab, so I had to add a MBRP resonator. So it had a resonator and a muffler. Of course, the muffler sits right under the back seat. The resonator sat right underneath the front seat. And I was thinking, okay, you know, it exits out the side. It's gonna be a little loud, but maybe the resonator would help. And it was like a 20-inch long resonator. I think it was like a 18-inch body or something and 20 inches full diameter. It sounded like absolute dog crap. The side exit installer series, I couldn't imagine running it without a resonator, and I know like most of the time it doesn't come with one. Maybe the new one does, but dude, it was obnoxious. You couldn't hear. It was so loud inside the truck, you might as well just run the pipe up through the floorboard, cut a hole in it, and have the exhaust running into the truck. I took that off. I don't know if I'll go with a full kit or if I'll go with a muffler. If I do anything with that, I'll make a video on it. Probably a Roush intake or something, or whatever, and then maybe like a muffler to start off with, and then if I like that, maybe I'll upgrade to a full exhaust to get the power. But right now, I'm just really leaving it like it is. It's too quiet for me, but I don't know, man. I don't want to buy something since $600-$800 on an exhaust, and then pretty much be like, okay, I don't like this shit. What do I do now? So for now, we'll just keep it like it is. Yeah, if I have any more updates, I'll send video out. Like I said, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I've never done this before. I'm just trying to help people out. I mean, this would have helped me out a little bit. I mean, it's pretty casual, but still, I mean, to know the little few things that I know now, if I would have known them ahead of time, then those trips in Florida with a car full of people, I wouldn't have been pulling into parking lots and sounding like the front of the truck was going to fall off because the tires are rubbing so bad. So it's more of an embarrassment than anything. So like I said, if it helps anybody, cool. If you have any questions, just ask me. And I guess until the next one, we'll see y'all later.